easy. Shout out to Ye. So I'm guessing she went on Khloe Kardashian's podcast. She chopped it up with her sister, and they opened up about their parenting styles and how Kim allows North to express herself in the development of her co-parenting relationship with Ye. Here goes the footage.
Does it bother you, the scrutiny that you get for the way that maybe you allow North to
express herself?
Like, do you think that's fair?
I'm just not a judgmental person like that, so I try not to pay attention to it. But I think that no one knows unless they're in my shoes of what I'm dealing with and how we have to manage certain things from the outside world or even close in our life that we have to go through together. So I think like the one misconception that people might have is like, oh, she's trying to be her bestie and lets her get away with a lot. Like, no, Northie actually has a lot of rules. The one area is I do let her express herself and I do let her do that. I love her for that.
Now that's cool, right? I think I seen her with some weird not tattoos. Did she have tattoos? I think she had tattoos at one point, but I think they were fake. I don't know. It's tough, man. Like, you know, I don't have kids. First off, shout out to the parents and shout out to the kids, okay? So I don't have kids, but if I did have kids, I would give them the time to be a child, right? Because the world tries to box you in as you get older. And once you understand that, it's like, man, you wish you could go back in time. And everybody says this. I wish I could not necessarily do it over, but embrace it more, enjoy it more. Like, for example, a ninja ain't even go to prom. I ain't even go to prom, my ninja. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to dance, but I'm saying, you feel me? Little things like that. Here we go.
And she would do it, you know, regardless. It's funny, like people are like, oh, this blue hair, all of a sudden, or like her fake piercings that she puts up, or her, you know,
does it?
Hold up, we got some more.
You know?
And yeah, if you didn't know, back in the day, man, Khloe, Kim, that whole family, the Kardashians and the Jenners, man, they had the game in a chokehold. They did. Around this time, I'm gonna say like the 2000s era, you feel me? Who else? Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. Y'all remember Tomb Raider? I remember it because of the video game. Who else? What's the girl? Nelly Furtado, yeah. She had the game in the chokehold. What's the other girl name? Angelina Jolie had the game in the chokehold. They had the game in the chokehold. Now, at the same time, we know who they got the blueprint from. Need I say more? But they had the game in a chokehold. Here we go.
I have pictures of her when we're in first grade, pre-K, where she'd come with like a fake septum ring and she has her green braids and she has pink braids. But she's always loved the colored braids in her hair since she was little. Like, she really is who she is and always has been that girl.
Fair enough.
And so like I nurture her. She is homeschooled, and a lot of it is me helping her do a lot of the teachings and the things that we do, but we do a lot of realistic courses.
Let's see. Comments say Kim knows firsthand what bottled up expression looks like. She's letting her daughter express herself while still implementing rules. What the heck is wrong with that? Nothing.
Things that she's really into. You know?
Hold up. We got some more for you.
I know on Alex Cooper, you talked a little bit about you and Ye's relationship and where you guys stand now. And I think it's important to say you and Ye have really bonded over North's producing. You guys are now in a much better place.
Yeah.
Because
and
of that.
I think that, you know, I'm a really empathetic person. I mean, at the end of the day, we're always family. I always look at it that way, no matter what's going on. There are times when I have to be super protective, and there are times when, you know, at any moment, I would love that relationship. And I've always talked about that. The music side and the producing isn't my thing, and that's her bonding thing with her dad. But even just like coming up with stuff, we have to communicate about how North like moves through that world.
And shout out to the baby mamas and the baby daddies. Y'all take some notes here.
And all these like opportunities that come her way, and having to,
I know on
Hold up.
filter that and like respecting his opinion on the things that go on with his kids is really important. So
Let's see what the comments say. Comments say, glad to see they are able to co-parent. Co-parenting is the most healthiest and peaceful way for everyone. Love this. I guess they meant in this specific scenario, because the co-parenting I've seen out here in these streets, bro, it's piss poor, disgusting. Okay, not to say it like that, but Chloe's hair color looks good on her. This made me tear up a little, because yes, Kim, do what's best for you and your kids. Why are you tearing up? This is an adult conversation, bro. This is an adult conversation. North still looks too grown. Got to make sure people know she's still a child and not over 18, because people nowadays are sick. They can never make me hate Kim. She always seemed like a stand-up woman. North the mama. Kimmy ain't said nothing wrong. Parent your child how you want to parent your child. Is giving fairer from Team Mom. I see no issue with North being able to express herself. It's a creative outlet. Hold on. It's a creative outlet. She's her father's child for sure. They can never make me hate her.
So, yeah, I think,
You're so good at doing that.
I think it's important for the kids. You just kind of have to put all the other stuff aside, filter that, and like.
Hold up.
Being a mom of older kids, like teenagers, do you wish you did something different when they were younger?
I treat my two older kids a little bit. I have like stricter rules for my two little kids. And so my two older kids have devices. My two little kids don't. It's interesting. Your first two kids, they're like growing up with you. Right. We're figuring it all out together. And then you learn and you realize you want to maybe do things differently. And luckily I have, Cheyenne Psalm that like I could try that with, and like that's really worked for us. But like maybe at this age the other kids had a phone, so it's like a little bit unfair, but it's the rules, and
they don't know the difference though.
I'm stricter now, but
they don't know that Saint and North had a phone at that age.
Exactly. Well, they tell them.
Well, but
they know.
That's their word versus
no, totally.
Prove it.
But it's I wouldn't like change anything.
All right, so shout out to Kim, Ye coming out with some new stuff, probably because we seeing the rebrand in real time. So yeah, Kanye probably come out with some new stuff. So shout out to Yeezy and shout out to the fam. Hopefully they figure it out. All right, are we at the main event? We're at the main event, people. Y'all know what it is, man. Hit the like button, answer the poll in the chat. Let's pull this up. Let me see. All right, main event time, man. 4, 3, 2. What's interesting is I have to change that that piece of footage. I had to change it to the Clout and Consequences podcast. It still says the Black Pill podcast. Anyways, man, Clout and Consequences, people, where we at? Let me pull this up. You guys are now tuned into the main event. Clout and Consequences. Every move has a price, people, okay? Every move has a price. Let me see. What's the next slide? In slang, clout means power, influence, or status, especially in social media, referring to a person's ability to attract attention, gain followers, and impact trends through their online presence, content, or reputation. The big questions, are you considering the consequences, and are you willing to pay the price? Fame is not free. Clout and consequences, people. Influence will always come with receipts. Today's episode, Stefon Diggs' ex drops the paternity and child support lawsuit after a DNA test allegedly confirmed Diggs as the father. Yes, sir. Now, before we get started, like I said, man, y'all know what it is. This show today has been sponsored by your boy, BA. In the flesh, ninja. Past that, donate to your boy if you like what we doing here. $1 goes a long way. At the same time, if you can't donate, hit the like button or dislike button. Let me know how it could be better. If you want to purchase some clothes, we got clothes. We selling clothes. This cookie jacket, for example, we're selling this jacket. TheGardenToBe.com. We appreciate everybody who tune in and watch the show, even if it's for a few seconds or a couple minutes or the entirety of the show, right? With that being said, let's get started, man. So main event time. First things first, shout out to Bacardi, right? Shout out to Cardi B. Hold up. Let's go on Instagrams. Shout out to Cardi B. Let me see. We're gonna go to the main event. Like I said, before we get there, we have Stephon Diggs on Cardi B. Cardi B and her post-game supports, post-game videos. Here we go. Shout out to Stephon Diggs, and we're gonna pull up the little case in a little bit.